This sounds futuristic, but the real point is what ordinary people will stop doing next. Google says Gemini in Chrome is rolling out today across 7 Asia-Pacific markets: Australia, Indonesia, Japan, the Philippines, Singapore, South Korea, and Vietnam, and on paper it sounds like another AI feature drop. But the actual lifestyle shift is much simpler. The browser is being trained to become your research assistant, your comparison shopper, your summary machine, and occasionally your errand runner. In plain English, Chrome wants to kill the little ritual most of us do every day: open too many tabs, forget where the useful thing was, bounce between pages, copy details into notes, then swear at our own browser like it betrayed us personally. Here's what happened. Google says Gemini in Chrome can summarize long pages, compare information across multiple tabs, answer questions about what you're already looking at, and tap into Google services like Calendar, Maps, Gmail, and YouTube without forcing you to leave the page. There is also image editing in the side panel and memory for past context, which is a polite way of saying the browser wants to remember enough about you to feel helpful before it feels creepy. Why does that matter? Because the browser is where modern life already happens. Travel planning, apartment hunting, product comparisons, school research, work admin, restaurant decisions, event booking, arguing with a recipe, pretending to read the full policy page, it all runs through tabs. If the browser starts doing cross-tab thinking for you, the behavior changes first, and the business model changes second. The new habit is not search, click, search again. The new habit is, ask the browser what matters. Which of these hotels has the worst cancellation policy? Which seller actually includes the charger? Which article is repeating the others? Can you pull the location from this page, find the time, and draft the email? That is a very specific downgrade for the old skill of manual digital scavenging. And yes, there is an escalation here. Once people get used to asking the browser instead of navigating the web themselves, websites stop competing only for clicks. They start competing to become machine-readable ingredients in an answer. That is a bigger deal than a shiny sidebar. It changes who gets attention, who gets traffic, and which parts of the web still feel like destinations instead of raw material. Also, let's not pretend this is frictionless. A browser that summarizes, remembers, drafts, and takes actions is a browser you have to trust. Google says safeguards are built in, including confirmations before sensitive actions and protections against known threats like prompt injection. Good. That is the minimum, not the magic. Verdict: this is one of those updates that sounds nerdy and lands very human. The real shift is not that Chrome got more AI. The real shift is that ordinary browsing is starting to feel less like hunting and more like delegating. Convenient? Absolutely. Harmless? Not entirely. But if this works well, a lot of people are about to stop treating tabs like a life skill.